Mike is okay. Sounds good. Bye. Hey everyone, we're letting people in here, so about 4 or 5 minutes we'll get started.
So he quit. I did 3 times.
Mike, are you in?
I'm in. So I got 12 clips there. Oh, I got to grab my piece of paper real quick.
Okay, finishing and transition. Perfect. We got a few minutes here to go, so we'll wait.
I'm calm. I don't really do it. Dude, when
Awesome. Got 10. Thanks for joining, everyone. Like I said, we'll start here at 4. We're just kind of waiting for everybody to join in.
Galen, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mike.
Okay.
I think everyone can hear you as well.
Any way to pull that little chart up that shows kind of their faces?
That's what I was kind of looking for. I'm trying to.
View option.
Got 12 in here. I was trying to, maybe if I start video. No.
It's all good.
$13 of you today. Awesome. If you guys that are online too, if you ever want to go back and see yesterday's or today's, we'll be uploading them to YouTube as well. And I can share that information out. But again, that way you guys have access to all these videos and Mike's teaching.
Maybe at the beginning or end of this G, we can speak about maybe the Rough Rider TV piece of what's coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good thing.
Did Rafe get back to you on that?
He said for me to get a hold of Caesar. He just sent me his number. You just want to connect with Caesar?
Okay.
I can connect, or I can connect us on a text. That might be easiest.
And we got 17 people in here today, Mike.
That's great. Thanks for joining, guys. Hopefully your
18.
days are staying busy.
A lot of familiar names. Mike, I may not know everybody, but again, Anthony Timlin, Brad Thomas,
Oh, great.
Connor Lindsay, Dan, Grant Schmidt, Marley Lucero, Riley, Ryan Mendez, Ryder Hutton, Sasha, Shivani,
that's great.
Tag, X is here. And then a couple of them, have names that I look like code names.
There we go. I thought I saw something there, G, with their names on it.
Oh yeah, can you see it?
Just went away.
I think I'm gonna. Do you want to get started? I'm gonna try to maybe not go full screen because then I can see if people want to get in. I think yesterday there might have been a couple that got stuck on the outside because I went full screen.
Okay.
But we'll see if I can. Here's Kate.
Well, let's jump on it. Just jump in it real quick. So we appreciate you guys showing up again. Obviously we can't be together in regards to being in person, but we can be together here using the game as a vehicle to connect and have some communication and stay linked in with each other, and then learn it from a different perspective, which, as we all know, video games and learning from screens and platforms like that have become very familiar in our society. So video gaming and video and editing and breaking down and just looking at the game from a different angle is going to be a big thing for a lot of us. So let's check this out. So today I'm kind of all over the place, but we kind of went with finishing and transition. Please let us know if I'm going too fast or you don't understand. We've got about 12 clips here. We'll try to get through in about 30 minutes. But the first piece here we're going to be looking at is finishing. The team that we're looking at is a Northern State. They're a D2 program. They're usually a top 20 program. But as you can see, their facilities are really nice. They're playing away at Minnesota State, which is also a D2. But you can see the level of play here, so everybody can kind of gauge, with their dreaming of where maybe they can play at. So let's check it out. So here we go. We get into the action.
Now,
it ends up with a pick
how
and
does
roll
Northern
action
State
at the
react
end.
without having their athletic point guard on the floor
Catch,
here?
and finish. Hey, Coach, I'll tell you when the hold
more on the defensive end. Fox plus the foul.
Hold.
Of rhythm and Cameron
Okay,
Kirksey
we can
quite
go
frankly,
back.
State
So
now.
the beautiful play by the point guard, right? He gets both
How does
feet into
Northern
the
State
paint
react
after
without having
comes
their
off the ball
athletic point
screen.
guard on the floor
But then he
here?
delivers a great pocket pass. But I want you to pay attention to the big
on the
that catches it
defensive
and finishes with his inside hand. So when he catches this, he finishes with his right hand on the left side. So it's kind of a 1-2 catch into regards to his catch and finish. Got you. Hey, can you guys hear me okay? Give me thumbs up. Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Is the gameplay too loud?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, so as we catch and we finish, you can see the big here. He catches and he's got his right shoulder to the rim, and he's finishing with his inside hand, and that's what gets him to the rim. And in that scenario, it's not about being the guy that's the highest to the rim. It's about being who's quickest to the rim. So I want you to think about these things when you're shooting outside. And Coach Galen's going to put together some workout things or training workouts that we can kind of dovetail off of what we show here, and then you can go outside for maybe 15 minutes and kind of make that your emphasis. So that's a big one there. Inside hand, 2-foot takeoff. So if we go to the next clip.
Of rhythm and Cameron Kirksey quite
frankly
see that? Becoming more aggressive, looking to score here.
Okay, same thing here. It's an inside hand finish from the point guard after a defer of the screen.
Stark driving.
But he's taking off with 1 foot now. Boom. Okay, so let's rewind that and take a look at that. So as he gets to this point, traditionally, as we teach you as young players, we teach you on the left-hand side for some reason, go right leg, left hand on that side. In reality, it should be just finish the bucket, right? However you can do it, let's finish it. And in this scenario, he cuts the defender off. And if he was to go up traditional style, he's probably going to have his shot blocked. But he's crafty. He gets his inside shoulder inside of the defender, takes off with his left foot, and is a little inside hand finish. Right? As you watch great pros like Steve Nash, I might be dating myself, but all guards, anytime around the rim, you got to be able to finish off of both feet, with both feet, both hands on either side. Same thing with 1 foot takeoffs. So let's watch him again. Boom, he takes off, inside hand finish. So these are all things that you can visualize now that you can take out to the court, right? And you can put into action. You know, it's up to you to take that now. You see what it looks like, and now you have to work on it. All right, so the next one here.
Are there enough possessions for the Mavericks?
Here we go as we go forward.
Fox on the slip
Just
and
a
the
2 foot finish.
slam.
Oh, bam. All right, go back, coach.
Okay.
So in this, I want you to pay attention, not so much about the dunk, but I want you to look at the handler. The handler is who leads him to the bucket. So he gets his feet past both defenders. He's got attraction from the big defender and both because they're in a catch and over. But the passer drops a dime, and he's a pocket pass, and it leads the big to the rim. It doesn't lead him to his back hip. It leads him to his front hip, right into his gather point where he can take off and then get to the rim. So on that, granted, it'd be great if we could all dunk, but I wanted to really emphasize how the pass led really to that dunk. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yep.
Let's go to the next one.
Fox on the slip and the slam. Area where MSU Moorhead can really exert things, maybe on the glass.
You know, hey, Mike, too. I mean, like, you know, you hear kids get, you know, they get caught up in that D1 type of basketball, that NCAA Division I. But I mean, Division II basketball is just amazing.
Yeah, let's touch on that real quick. So these teams you're looking at are top 25, top 30. So this is really high-level basketball. You can kind of get a picture, an optic of what the facilities look like. These are very nice facilities that hold 25 to 3,000, you know, people in these. So I think it's important. You guys are all young players. You're growing up. You see what's on TV a lot, and that's what you want to emulate. And granted, that's a great goal and a great vision to kind of keep your mind on. But know that there's a lot of great basketball at a lot of different levels. I mean, I was a head coach at this level for a very long time, and I can tell you the abilities and the greatness of the people involved in D2 was tremendous. So just keep that in front of your mind and look at the level of athlete that's out here.
Both of the matchups.
And kind of compare yourself as you move forward. So here's a good one here. So this is what we call a slide by.
Has had the
Okay,
advantage
it's
there.
kind of coined by Coach Meek. So as a guy comes off, hold right there. Can we go back to that real quick?
Yep.
Just that little corner pass ball screen.
Right here.
Keep going back to right there. So what we call this a get. So when the big throws it and follows with a ball screen like he does with this guy in the corner, we call that a get, a GET. So he runs a get. The guy pulls it up, and I think the big picks and pops here. So he comes up. So the big hangs in the corner. Now this guy sizes him up and takes a strong side drive right there. So that 2 foot takeoff like we saw earlier with the big, this is the same thing with the guard in regards to the guard taking off, finishing with his inside hand. Hey, hold on 1 second, guys.
Coleman on the drive. Coleman on the drive.
Stay on that clip, Mike, or go to the next one.
Shot effective. Board.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry, I had to get the power cord. So this play, so with our sons, you know,
Now
Miles
that
and Elliott are
Northern
my
State's
sons. We
kinda
work
got
on
the
this move
rebounding
quite a
figured
bit,
out.
this
They're
slide by
really
piece.
stifling MSU Moorhead on that end. Coleman to Fox.
Hey, Coach, can we go back two slides real quick?
Yep.
Sorry.
Are there
This is the baseline drive, inside hand finish. The right.
Okay. I want you to notice.
Fox on the slip
no,
and
it's
the
down.
Oh,
slam.
it's okay. We're on to the next one here.
Area where MSU Moorhead can really exert things.
So his
maybe
footwork
on
was the
glass.
same too.
In
It's
both of the
left-right
matchups, win or
takeoff.
loss against these two teams.
So on this one,
year,
it's a right-left
MSU Moorhead
takeoff.
has had the
Because
advantage.
he's coming in with his left hand. It's not a quick stop. It's a boom, boom, slide
Coleman
by.
on the drive.
You'll see it here in a second.
That shot effective forward.
Right, left takeoff.
And now that Northern
And he
State's
slides by
got
to
the
use that
rebounding
little
figured
angle to
out,
get
they're
himself
really
into that scoring position.
stifling MSU Moorhead on that end. Coleman to Fox.
Same thing there. I just wanted to show the athleticism of D2. I mean, that's a pocket pass, tight quarters, and their big didn't catch it and lay it in. He caught it and hammered it. So we can see a vision of the levels of play that's out there.
And had to come back to win. Yeah, they've had 4 double-digit comeback victories.
You.
All right, so this is CU.
The fourth.
Okay, this is McKinley Wright, their point guard. And hold right there. All right, can we go right back till he takes that, Coach?
Yep. Right here at the top.
Yeah. So I just wanted to emphasize this. So he does a great job. He crosses the floor. He hesitates, and he sees an alley. At this point, he's a 6-foot guard, 6'1", pretty well built. But he goes in. I wanted to show this finish. He takes – it's a 2-foot. He takes contact, and he has a stretch finish. So he takes the contact to position himself, and then he stretch finishes with it. Everybody see that? So he didn't shy away from the contact. He actually wanted to use it to his advantage. He gets his body into it. It could have been an easy and one call, too.
He's going to try to take it all the way.
And then he has the skill set, the ability to keep the ball away from the defender and gets it off the glass. That's a tough finish, but those are things you can work on even in your own driveway. Just using your imagination, bump it into a big, stretch it out and finish it. Or if you're lucky enough to have a pad or something along those lines. I hold up real quick, Coach. So this kind of goes into a transitional piece. So let's go back. Let's talk about this before we get going. Okay, so we just saw D2. Hold on real quick there, Coach. So we just saw Division II before that. We saw CU. And before that, we saw Northern State. So now we're at low major, mid-major level. So this is Northern Colorado. They're top 3 in the Big Sky, which is probably on the bottom half of Division I, which is still really good basketball. Northern Colorado is a really good program, another 20-win season. Their coach just got a big-time Division I job at University of Wyoming. So this is a different level. So now you'll see some different athleticism that goes along with that compared to maybe the Division II level, but it's not far off. I would tell you this, just talking about the game, and I know we got a variety of different ages on here, but the game, at different levels, different athleticism plays in part. But what your tendency to see maybe at this level and at that high Division II level is a real IQ cerebral game. Like they see the game really well, right? They might not be the quickest or the strongest or the fastest, but their ability to read the game and make decisions is at a very high level. So let's watch this real quick. So this is transition. So what I wanted to point out was this guard. So watch the kid that runs the left lane. He runs the left lane. He gets himself in a position for a catch and shoot 3, right? And that was all created by him just as the ball was secured by his team, him getting out. Watch his first 3 steps. He gets out of the gate and he is gone, right? And now he puts a lot of pressure. Look at him. Boom, he's gone. Now he's putting a lot of pressure. Hold it right there. Let's go back right to the point of the pass, Coach.
Okay.
By him running that hard, he puts pressure on this defender that just entered the 3-point line. Right there, it's 1v3, right? So you got one defender guarding these 3 guys. by the point guard advancing the ball there puts pressure on this guy. He has no chance. What's really great is that this kid had the courage enough to be ready to be catch and shoot and shot ready and have confidence enough to shoot it. That's what the most encouraging part was. All right, so what I wanted to really highlight there was when we get the ball, so I don't care if you're in 4th grade, you're in 8th grade, or you're in college, when the ball is secured, you want to run as fast as you can and get yourself out and put pressure on the defense. That's when they're most vulnerable, right, in defensive transition. If I'm talking over your head, you'll soon learn all of this once we get back in the gym. But hopefully you can grasp some of it now. So, all right, so go back one more time, Coach.
Back to the other clip. Okay.
Nope, this clip right here is cool. There you go. Let us watch it one more time. He gets out. Shoot. Okay, here's another UNC clip. You hold it right there, Coach. Okay, so what I wanted to highlight here was, so the guy is running. You don't see him. He's already up the court. His name's Sam Matheson, right? He was a walk-on player at Northern Colorado. He's from, I think, Rock Canyon. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. But this kid's running out. And what's great is his point guard doesn't hold on to it like we do a lot as young players, right? We hold on to it. We dribble. This is another transition piece. We want to advance it, whether it be same side, opposite side, crossing the ball with the dribble, but we want to get it out and put pressure and trust that our teammate will make a right play. Okay, so watch how great this is. Boom, he runs, he advances it all the way to the rim. All right, go back. Let's talk about the finish. So this is, you'll see this has kind of been a part of what we've been talking about, inside hand finishing. So hold it right there. So as he comes in here, if he doesn't have this in his toolbox, he gets this pinned or thrown into the stands. But he takes off his left foot on the right-hand side, and it's an inside hand finish, and he gets there quicker than the defender can get there. So watch this. Boom. See that? Let's go back and watch the whole play.
Going back.
Gets out. Once again, their guy is sprinting. Rips. Man, it's a great play.
Good pace here in the first 3 minutes. I think if you're Arizona, you got to get stops.
All right, hold up right here real quick, Coach. So before we get into this, so this is Nico Manna again. And we talked about his passing and having an IQ for what the reads were in pick and roll scenarios. In this one, we watch his finish. It's a great floater, right? He makes the right read. He gets his foot into the paint area. And obviously, he's probably drilled this shot 1,000 times. So it's a pretty shot. Plays slow. Boom, he drops it in. So those are fun shots you can work on in your driveway. 1-foot takeoffs, floaters. Everybody that's on this tech stream is going to need that in their toolbox if they're going to be a player at the highest level they can play at.
Hey, Mike. Just building on yesterday's video when you talked about Nico's passes. Is this why the defenses look like they're hard hedging him and he's attracting 2 defenders? Is because of his ability to turn the corner and do this?
You're exactly right. Get in there and have himself as the first option. I also wrote here on my notes, he's a 3-level scorer. Like he can get himself all the way to the rim, he can score mid-range, and he can come off the ball screen and be able to get shots. Those guys are really, really tough. So defensive concepts versus those guys, you want to get out of their hands as quickly as you can, and trapping's probably the best thing. So here it is again.
I think if you're Arizona, you got to get stops and get out. You don't want to play against a set zone every trip down.
Oh, it's the same play. Here we go. Sorry. I wanted you to see something real quick. Hold right there. All right, go back real quick.
Okay.
All right, so ask yourself this question. So when you come into this scenario, this big reacts a little late. Maybe that's what they're giving him. But where's his play at? So if this guy comes and meets Nico in the paint, and he's not able to get that shot, where is his play, right? You see the guy in the corner? that's probably the guy you want to be hitting. So you just want to have cerebral awareness of that as he's coming off. Okay, if that's taken away, what's the next best option? And this guy that's out here almost looks like he's screening the inside defender there. So just wanted you to see that.
Nice.
But they need to use their athleticism and get out transition. How about that? That's a poised freshman right man.
Players, does anybody have any questions, or coaches, whoever's online? You guys have any questions for Mike?
You guys following it okay? Okay. How many people we got on there, G?
28.
Awesome. All right, so let's look at this Bucknell real quick. So this is
that's a lot of pressure.
the Patriot League.
To go to the big dance. Look at this, just like
kind of a low major also. But let's go back to that real quick. Talking about transition. So when you get the ball in your hands, this kid does a really good job at getting it and making sure that he's
spread it out a little
first
bit more
3 steps, he's pushing the ball, and he's out in front of the defense.
You have to win to go to the big
and
dance.
he's being able to finish around the rim in a variety of different ways.
The end of the year, and there's a lot of pressure on that weekend here. They spread it out a little bit more in the Patriot
So the
League.
teaching point there is when you get the ball, make sure that your eyes are up and you use your ball speed to your advantage to be able to put pressure on the defense. A lot of times, especially at our youth levels, it's tough to do all of that on the defensive
hesitation.
side.
The drive, no rebound. Gillespie. Yeah,
This is the last clip, Mike.
Right. So this is Villanova. This is another push. Right to the rim. Now, he does a great job at keeping the ball in his hands and making an explosive move in the end. But let's notice his finish. So it's an opposite foot finish, the right foot takeoff with a right hand finish. This is also a off balance or off timing finish where it puts the defense in a bit of a pickle and they really can't time themselves up to make a play off the ball and catches them off guard. And he does a really, really good job at it. He gets his inside hip onto that guy where it's really tough for him to be explosive and make a play during that type of situation.
Awesome.
Galen, anything else from your end?
No, I just the finishes are pretty simple. I mean, at some level, right? Like they're not overcomplicating it, and they just they keep their eyes on the target almost the whole time. They never lose sight of where they're trying to score.
Right, all the way through the finish. Hey, guys, I'll tell you what. If you have a basket, what you should do is you should spend the next, 10 to 15 minutes. I know my sons will go out and shoot just around the rim and almost interact with what Galen just said. As you're shooting, watching the ball hit the backboard and go through the rim, that's probably the best advice you can get for shots around the rim is follow it all the way through. So if you have time, do that. And if you have a basket, do that. But other than that, we'll get back with you guys tomorrow. I think a big thing for us is we're trying to learn through this first week. So if your parents or if you guys have any feedback on things that you want us to talk about, things that that interest you within the game, please reach out. We want to try to touch on all those things, especially as we're kind of cramped up in our homes and can't do a whole lot. So. Make sure you're jumping on driveway time or garage time that Galen and Nick and I think Carissa's on tomorrow. That'll be a fun 30-minute workout. And then we have some other things that we have on board coming in the next couple weeks, just kind of anticipating maybe us being stuck at our homes for a little bit of time. So hopefully that doesn't happen. And if it does, we'll be prepared to keep you guys busy. How's that sound?
Sounds
cool.
Great.
Galen, good?
I'm good. Again, just like Mike said, if you guys need anything, let us know. You can find us on our Facebook pages or you can email us. I'm sure Mike and our email or phone numbers are pretty accessible for a lot of you. So don't hesitate to reach out and let us know how we can help you guys.
Excellent.
Cool. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
See you, boys. See you, ladies. Thanks, guys.
See you guys. Thank you. We'll be back tomorrow at 4. All right. Take care, everyone.